How long has it been since we last met these guys?
I mean, I've been in a whale this whole time, and even I know 2 years is coming up. And I think we can all agree we're getting tired of this curse business.
Yeah, I've been tired of it forever.
It just so happens that the whale accidentally swallowed a different person a few weeks back. And he told me of an interesting man with whom he'd been doing business, a collector of oddities and curiosities, and apparently he really enjoys collecting rare coinage. He's the man who lives in the treasury.
The treasury is a huge deal.
Well, let's go round up that final coin then and break the curse.
Ideally, that would be
get that one last
great.
coin that we need.
Basically, it's an artificial structure, absolutely laced with sea mines. You see a man sort of holding 2 flaming torches, kind of waving, and he starts to guide you toward a berth. Well, if you just proceed inside, you'll find food, drinks, entertainment, of course. And Mr. Dietrich, he always does his best to speak to every attendant, and so I trust he shall have a word with you, and you shall meet him. But other than that, just enjoy the exhibits. And you are free to proceed inside, where there is a delightful string quartet playing some lovely, royalty-free music. And it's
My favourite kind.
There are people sort of circulating with trays of exquisite delights from far and wide, cuisines that on your various adventures you'll probably know and remember. Some you don't know, but you'll be like, I haven't seen this type of canapé in so long.
All right, I think we should try and keep a low profile.
I'm going to try and eat one of every single canapé, please.
Okay.
So do I need to roll for it? No.
That's consistent.
Dex
I'm not stealing them, I'm taking them off the trays.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm going to roll a D100 and you're going to roll me strength athletics, I think, for this, because you are just charging around, firing canapés into your muzzle.
Alright.
The smart play is to find the kitchen door and stand by that.
4 + 4 is 8. Do I miss my mouth?
No, you eat 65 canapés.
In how many seconds?
Out of a possible...
Well, let's just say, 65, let's call that a 1 in 3 success rate.
Okay.
So you have run around just hurling food everywhere.
Great. Does that mean that he grabbed 3 times as many canapés, but that's how many went in the mouth?
Yes.
So the party is immediately wrecked.
He grabbed 195 canapés and only managed to consume 65 of them. Okay. He has become a food tornado.
Okay.
And he kind of stops, going like really hulked out on
What's everyone else doing?
Well,
watching in horror.
I assume we'll get to that once this is all played out.
There is actually some polite applause. You see some people kind of go, oh, other people are people aren't quite sure
trick.
why, but some people assumed it was entertainment.
Competitive eating.
And a man says, oh, wonderful, wonderful, how droll.
Very droll, very droll.
Yeah, droll.
Anyway, should we maybe look around the party, see what is going on?
Let's check out these exhibits.
So it's quite a long sort of stone hallway with very impressive sort of columns and stuff, the room you're currently in. It is now quite covered in food. There are sort of splats of pesto up the wall, and basically the whole floor is just covered in tiny vol au vents and crushed pastry.
Hummus everywhere.
But there are lots of little alcoves, and it just seems like lots of different little paths. Leading off to sort of different exhibits. There's a grand staircase that splits into 2, and there are these sort of mezzanine walkways up there with more things. And you see that people are kind of basically just free to wander around as they choose. It's actually a very informal party. I mean, it is informal in its structure. However, sort of everyone you see is people are walking with really barely concealed tension as they cannot believe they are here, and they're looking at all of these different wonders. And you see a man sort of walking around very much at ease. He has a glass, he's got sort of a goblet in his hand. and he's going around and very warmly talking to people and kind of, like sharing a joke and moving around. He has long grey hair tied back in a ponytail. He has sort of a very closely trimmed beard, sort of high cheekbones and aquiline nose. He's wearing actually quite a simple outfit. You notice that he is wearing a sort of a doublet of the same cloth that his servants wear. However, it's very subtly embroidered, and there are a couple of embellishments around the collar, and there's sort of like just a pin attached to his, like he wears a brooch on his chest, and he has a very fine rapier just sort of like hanging from his side, which is sort of, he balances a hand on the pommel while he's talking, and blah 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 blah. You assume that this is Victor Dietrich.
Has he noticed me?
Oh boy.
He is talking. He's talking to some people. He's like no, and you do keep seeing he's sort of like he's trying to hide it so they don't think he's being rude. But he's like no. Anytime he sort of gets a chance to be like, well, he's like, well.
I think he's checking me out.
You're in there.
Talk to him, Egbert.
No, we're not supposed to be here. Presumably he handpicked the guests. He'll know we're not people he invited.
So you think we should try and lie low?
Yeah, like low profile is what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, I think we should try and get like a measure of the exhibits and see like
Quick.
how everything is laid out, because we want to get to the coin.
Yeah, let's look around the exhibits.
Is there a booklet? Is there a guide for visitors?
An audio tour.
Yeah.
There are signs that have been placed clearly temporarily for the party.
Okay.
With little sort of arrows pointing like this way to things.
Is there one saying this way to coins?
Yes, there actually is.
Oh, okay.
So like antique coins, and like the history of currency and stuff like that.
Nice. All right. Well, I'm going to go and check that out. Does anyone want to join me?
Yeah.
I'll be the distraction.
That's the truest thing you've ever said. I'll catch up with you. I'm taking a detour around
You're gonna wander?
the Eldritch lore section.
Okay, well,
check
don't
out some
steal
some
anything
tomes.
in a really high-profile way until I'm ready to steal something in a really high-profile way.
Agreed.
So
I'm just going to
our thinking is
mark it out.
that Dietrich knows every guest, and if we talk to him, he'll be like, I don't know you guys.
I mean, we don't know that, but it's a possibility.
Okay, so we're just trying to sort of.
But he already knows who I am.
Yes, yes.
seems-
Yes,
yeah.
that can't
So
be
I might as well
complicated.
talk
So
to
you
him.
stay
Maybe
clear of
that you're a
us.
+1 or something. All right. I will. I'll go with Corazon.
All right. So me and Dob, Merilwen, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll come with you.
gonna come with?
Yeah.
So Team Coins is.
Is Panniers with us?
Oh yeah, Penny is. It's slightly embarrassing. He has gone around with a plate and he's picked up quite a few of the discarded canapés. He's sort of now eating what can mostly be described as a melange. It's just like,
Tastes exactly like
Better than Krill, right?
Floor canapés.
Most things are. 2 years of the all krill diet. I mean, I shall be paying for this tomorrow. I'm
your
living
cheat day,
for
Paris.
now. Aye.
All right, we're going to head for the coin section. Prudence is off to the
Occult
Eldritch.
section.
Team Occult.
And you're still in
I'm
your
trying to catch
whirlwind.
Victor Dietrich's eye.
He's still kind of like he's looking at it now. He's like, and he managed to conclude his conversation like, and you see him start to cross the room.
Great.
We will begin with Team Coinage. You enter into an exhibit. You notice there's sort of like there's a small plaque on the wall. It's handwritten. It's in. It's signed by Victor Dietrich himself, and basically explains his love of antique coins. Because it seems like he's quite the adventurer, or at least he was before he started this life of seclusion. He went all over the world, and one thing he really loved was seeing how currency worked in different countries. And so, he has organised it as a kind of tour of Geth, where you start off in the Southern Isles, and then you sort of wend your way all the way through. So you see, coins from places you've vaguely heard of. But, you see all the coins that you're used to, gold pieces and stuff like that. there's a gold melon. It's weird. And there are lots of other things. Like there's a whole section on barter industries where people don't trade with money, they trade with things and services and blah 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 blah. It is quite boring. Like it's interesting to be like, oh yeah, that bit of money. But it's not fascinating.
Is it all accurate or is it all guesswork?
You can have inspiration for that.
No!
Oh, controversial inspiration.
Unfortunately, you can have inspiration.
God. Are there any buttons on any of the cases?
Oh
where you
yeah,
can press
some of
and
them
make something happen?
light up. And
All right.
in fact,
So there's a whole lot of like coins. How do
I
we
delight in pressing the buttons for a while.
a lot of the buttons set off audio diaries. Which is like when I was in the kingdom of this.
Does the pressing the button again
Animatronics.
turn them off?
No.
makes it louder?
No, it just starts it again. So it's like when I was
Oh my God, all right,
in
fine.
the kingdom of okay.
I press it again.
When I was in the kingdom, God, his voice is getting more and more unhinged the more I do it. So I'm gonna. When I was in the kingdom of.
Can't wait to meet this guy and have a full conversation.
This collection is absolutely vast.
How do we control F your coin?
Good
If
question.
only we had someone here who could
Detect magic. Oh.
Panniers, do you feel any kind of sympathetic vibration from the coin that gave you your curse? Because that would really be helpful.
No, like I said before.
Wait, how are you, sir, you Panniers?
All I have is a constant connection to my crewmates, and it's painful.
I look around to see if there are any staff in the.
There are people still circulating with sort of drinks and things, and
I approach one politely. Oh, I get out a little scrap of paper and a briquette of charcoal. Excuse me, I was hoping you could help me. There's something in particular I was looking to sketch.
oh, I see. Yeah, yes.
I am a professional sketchman.
How interesting.
I am sketching for my master, the dread pirate Corazón.
Hello.
He's shy.
Certainly am. Don't like to make a scene. Or be the centre of attention. No, that's not the Corazon way. I think it all started during the Oh, sorry, please continue.
The young lady who you've approached is like,
Master, perhaps you could describe to this to this young lady exactly the coin you're looking for. Perhaps you'd be able to direct you to it in the exhibition, that I might sketch it.
Are you both okay?
Wait.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude, sir. It just seemed like you were undergoing some form of facial.
Yeah, I'm quite
No,
sensitive about
sorry,
it. actually, so
that's-
please don't draw attention to it.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I was
Forgive me,
measuring
forgive me.
perspective.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it's a gold coin, about so big. It's got a skull on one side, and on the other side there's like a sort of a compass design, and then there's a sort of beveled edge. It's got chamfered bezel on it.
I draw a circle. On
Yeah, it looks like that. It looks like that.
Just so that I'm ready to fill in the detail later.
It's a good start, sir. I'll give you that. Difficult. Obviously, I'm not the curator. Mr. Dietrich does his own work, but I was in charge of mounting a lot of these exhibits. It doesn't quite ring a bell. Hold on a minute. I'll go look.
Look for the chamfered bezel.
Chamfered bezel.
The distinctive chamfered bezel.
Yes. It's like perfectly obvious to you, Merilwen, that both these two and the young lady to whom they're speaking are all lying about that. Like, yes, of course. The most obvious identifying marker of such a piece, I'm sure. I'll go find it.
It may have 7 or 8 chamfered bezels.
You can't be sure.
Yes.
You can never know with bezels.
No. I've often thought that. She melts away into the background.
All right. Well, she was no use.
Scurries off.
We'll never go around this entire exhibition. It'll be boring.
What if we, do thing.
I look for the coin.
Okay.
I can detect magic for you in a moment.
We have to go and find
No,
Prudence.
I said I was taking a detour.
Intelligence investigation check. What did you roll?
There must be something here for this thing for that thing.
You rolled a 7. You found it! You definitely found it! You knew what a chamfered bezel was!
Here it is.
What if I disguise myself as the coin by using the disguise self spell?
It's
and
definitely
then
behind
you could
glass.
look at me and then look at the exhibition,
Love it.
and then you would know what it looks like.
What if we steal every coin
Yes.
and sort it out later?
What if we burn everything to the ground and in a panic do something?
But guys, I found the coin.
What?
Let's see it.
Merilwen runs
Merilwen
over
has found the coin.
excitedly. You don't have the coin in your hand. These are all behind very thick panes of
That
glass.
one.
She runs over and leads you towards the thing. It is.
So you're saying don't burn down the museum?
She
All right,
leads
dog.
you
Rain check.
to a small but very ornately carved brass monkey butt.
Oh, so this is a chamfered edge.
Yeah, he's the chamfered bezel. The chamfered bezel.
Yes, the chamfered bezel. That's it.
Panny is just centering us. That is a monkey's butt.
I mean, it's a very nice monkey's butt. If we're stealing stuff,
That's
let's
where we get
have
the
that
expression,
as well.
Cold as a monkey's butt.
We'll come back to team treasury, to team coinage. Prudence, you see a sign to the occult bit. You didn't even need the sign. You're like, occult darkness this way. Like, you sort of
Scanning.
down there. It's, there is like
Roll into the occult section.
there is this section is not is like very there's basically no one in here because the whole place gives off a distinctly eerie, spooky, clammy, nasty, not very nice vibe that you're totally into.
Yeah.
And there is like as in the other rooms, there is a written introduction to the collection. And in it, Dietrich says that he wondered as to whether he should even put these things on display because there's some of the things in here are so great and terrible that they give him troubled dreams just to think about them. He's like, so basically it's like, if you dare, adventurer, then yama 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 yama.
Yeah.
Do you have Frisky in the Darkness with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are going bananas.
Me too. All three of us. Like,
You're just running around like. There's lots of horrible stuff in here.
Nice.
Like ritualistic daggers, and there are sort of items of worship from civilizations long since dead and destroyed, from deities that just couldn't hack it and got ground into the dust. Make me an Arcana check, please.
Arcana? That's unusual. I have it. Good lord. Oh my god. Johnny, I biffed it. Johnny, I rolled a 1.
Okay, you.
I'm sad.
You're moving around the exhibit. You're like, this is amazing, and then you see a weird sort of spherical object, and you're like, ooh, shiny. And as you look into it, you start to sort of lean further forward, and then you feel your gaze locked. You cannot look away from this object.
Oh no.
And in your head, you hear.
The bloody Palantir.
You hear.
Yes. Magic sphere.
Take me up. Claim me as your own.
I will, magic sphere.
You want nothing more than to claim this magic
I want
sphere.
nothing more than to claim you, magic sphere.
I wonder how Prudence is getting on. Probably well. She loves all that stuff, doesn't she?
Okay, my book babies are sort of confused and.
They are whining and backing away.
Is the sphere behind glass like the other exhibit?
Yes, it is. We'll come back to you.
Okay, and freeze.
Egbert.
Yes.
Victor Dietrich kind of crosses over to you with a wry smile.
I do a thing where I grab 2 champagne glasses during a kind of spin from one of the passing Passing waiters.
You mime
Or
Lasui.
do you? Please make me a dexterity. Dex sleight of hand check.
This is what I
for
like in
this
my
one.
head.
10 plus 2.
Okay, yeah. They are. You don't spill very much of it. You make sort of a fine arc of spray on the floor around you. So you're like,
Oh.
oops, I nearly knocked it down.
Victor! Fabulous party.
Oh, thank you. I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
I'm Egbert.
Hello. I'm trying to remember what voice he had on the recording. Like when
again.
when I was a little man, he's annoying. Okay, we'll roll with it. I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Not yet, but now you have. This is a great party. How's it going for you? Lovely to meet you.
Yes, likewise, I'm sure. Yeah, no, it's delightful. I truly enjoy these evenings. I feel revivified by them. It's such a delight to open my doors.
Why do you only do it once every 5 years then? You can make these weekly.
Oh no, that's too much. No,
Fortnightly?
absolutely not. No.
Monthly?
I wretched. No, I'm afraid a life of adventuring has given me certain predispositions, and I'm afraid I simply, and don't take this the wrong way, can't tolerate the company of others, especially in a social situation, more than once every 5 years.
Okay.
Let's just say I've seen some stuff.
Okay.
Do check out the occult exhibit at some point if you have the nerve.
It's not really my thing.
No, nor mine. But I felt compelled in some way.
Drink? I hand him one of the glasses of champagne.
Yes, he distractedly takes an enormous mouthful and he just sort of looks a bit vacant for a minute. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so glad you could join us. I trust you made your way in all right?
Yes, it was fine. Yes, thank you for the sea chart. That's a novel. So, tell me more about the collection. What's the point of it? I love the canapés, but I don't really understand the museum bit.
Well, you know, when I decided to start winding down my days as an adventurer, I thought, I've got all this stuff, and what am I doing with it? What's it worth? I mean, loads, frankly. Absolutely loads. But it's more, am I giving anything back? I spent so many years taking things from people, and to be honest, taking things from people who didn't want to give those things up.
Yeah.
And there comes with it a certain amount of guilt, and I thought, I'll do my best. I'll try and make an exhibit so wonderful that people will tell tale of it for generations. And I try to invite the most worthy people in Geth, but of course, I mean, you've seen he sort of just like gestures around the room, and there are lots of people of different social standings, and so it's like you know, I think people often assume that means the high and the mighty and the rich, but the most worthy people can really come from anywhere, and I think that's important. And
Right.
If anything, I'm ashamed that I can only do this once every so often, but once I die, the plan is to remove the defences around the port. It'll be difficult. Many people have tried to steal from this collection before, and all of them have failed. But I would like to make this museum, well, it's a home right now, but I would like to make it a museum for all, for everyone in Geth.
Right. Probably, I wouldn't make anything conditional on your death, because there's some nasty people in the world, you know.
Oh, you're so right. Yes, I suppose so. You're not one of them, are you?
No, not at all. No, and if I'm completely honest, I thought this might be one of those parties where all the rich people eat the poor people. No offence. I mean, I hope it isn't.
And so already ate a poor person.
Yeah. I've eaten a lot of canapés. I'm just checking.
Yes, no, it's definitely not that kind.
Good, I'm glad.
Do people have those?
So I've heard.
What a famous party.
I'm telling you, Egbert's been to some parties. Dark backstory.
I think we know what Egbert needs atonement for.
But, people are like, we gotta stop coming.
Fascinating. Forgive me, unless I'm mistaken, you are a paladin, are you not?
Yes. Yeah.
With what order?
Oh, well, it's a complicated story. It used to be the order of, Dragon Door.
Ah,
But, yeah.
yes, I know them.
Got kicked out.
Oh.
Yeah.
To
So now
yourself. Maybe keep that to
it's this order that I sort of set up
to yourself.
called the Order of La Vache Mauve.
Vache Mauve.
Yeah.
Vache Mauve. I don't. I can't say I've heard of it. I'm so sorry.
Well, we're working on a big PR campaign at the moment to really try and
We're young and scrappy.
increase our brand awareness.
Well, you know, I have an entire exhibit about the different paladin orders I've dealt with.
That's
In
amazing.
the past, do you have anything I could add to my collection? Some trinket or some literature or?
Really,
Take it off.
no.
You don't have any literature.
I mean, I've got pamphlets for my order. Yes.
Yes, no, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, sure.
I'd love to know more about your order and to
Yes.
feature it.
Yeah. No, I do have some of those.
Someone's finally asking for a pamphlet.
And you're like,
Please,
I can't think of anything. Can't think of anything.
most people refuse them.
He looks around a bit. He's like, I think I've done enough hobnobbing, really. Why don't we retire to my study and you can tell me all
That
about
sounds
it.
brilliant. Well, I'll give you the spiel. I can talk you through
I
it.
would love the spiel.
Okay, let's
I
do
would
that.
love
Yeah,
the
okay.
spiel.
Sounds good.
All right,
love the
Egbert, this
spiel.
is your birthday present.
You scutter off to his study. Team coinage. You can't find the coin.
Well, I don't know why, but I'm just suddenly getting this feeling of guilt about what my plan was, which was to smash all the glass and steal all the coins and cheese it out of here.
That was your plan?
Well, it was one of the plans.
I was going to Mission Impossible from the ceiling.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. Prudence could find this in a moment. As far as we know, Prudence is just hanging around looking at museums.
Yeah,
I
I think we need to take magic or something to... No one's
Yeah.
got anything like that, right?
cast
Yeah, no.
I cast message to speak to Prudence.
Do you have to be within line of sight?
I don't know.
I believe you do.
The old-fashioned
The
way.
old-fashioned way, yeah.
You can cast this spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it's beyond the barrier.
No, that sounds like you can basically just yell into a building.
How about this? I cast message broadly, like I just spray it.
Okay, Prudence, you are still locked. You are still absolutely just unable to look away from
Yeah.
this orb.
It's gorgeous.
And you are aware in the background, you hear Prudence, as messages cast infinitely throughout the room.
Spam message.
Turn your radio off, dog.
keep the chatter down on this channel. As you continue to look at the orb, a small piece of light appears seemingly in the middle of it. And as you stare, you realise it's not actually on the orb itself, it's on the glass separating the two of you. It's a tiny pinprick of red that starts to glow hotter and brighter, and eventually it becomes white hot and it spreads. And basically the glass just kind of it opens up in this weird otherworldly aperture, and the orb just basically it whispers, and it sounds like it is appealing to you, but it is effectively commanding. It says, take me up.
Okay. Yeah, I wanna. I reach into the glass. Okay. A little part of me knows it's being manipulated, and I don't love that, but I do love this thing. So
I love that orb.
can I try to resist just a little bit with the, or is it just an overwhelming?
You did roll a 1.
I did know, you're right, Johnny, I did roll. Okay, I stick both hands into the case through the kind of occult melted orb hole.
Yep.
And I grab the magic bowling ball or whatever it is, and I like yoink it
It
out
is
of
about
it.
the size of a bowling ball.
Okay.
And you pull it out, and as it comes through the gap, the glass just goes, and it's like it was never even broken before.
I think you want me to have you.
As you hold onto the ball, it almost like twists in your hands, and it kind of becomes smaller until it's about this size.
Neat.
And you're fascinated by it. You can see lots of little seams in it. You're pretty sure this is a puzzle box.
Guys. I got a Hellraiser puzzle
You
box!
also hear Dobbs going, Prudence.
Prudence!
I've also got message, so I point at the direction, the source of the messaging, and I'm like, yeah, what?
Can you come up to the coin exhibit, because we think that if you can use detect magic, we'll find this coin real quick, and otherwise we're gonna have to look at all the coins.
Solid copy. I'm Moscow Mike to your location.
Stay frosty.
Stay frosty. Okay. All right, I take my spherical puzzle box and I tuck it away somewhere hidden. I put it inside a
like a
robe
satchel
in a
or-
big sleeve or
Great.
something. And I gather up my my book babies, my grimoires, on the other side, away
They
from
have
the.
chilled out now.
Oh, good.
Actually, since
Excellent.
since you took the orb into your hands, they are like, meh, it's
Nice.
fine.
Okay, you guys can all get along now.
Yeah.
This is my new baby, my orb baby. Right, and then I head off towards the antique coin section.
Yo, Prudence.
Hey guys, how's it hanging?
Good. Did you find anything interesting?
No, nothing
interesting
real
in the
snooze
entire
fest. Yeah, this
occult
Victor,
magic
he
section.
really let
thought
himself
that'd been
down
right-
in the
right
old
up your
occult
alley.
section. No, but nothing good, nothing you worth looking
I'm sorry.
at for you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a shame.
Well-
but
Yes.
Coin, can you cast detect magic on all these coins and just see like which ones are like sparking your, smoking your tires?
Maybe giving off
I'm on
cursed
it.
gas.
My friends, I'm way ahead of you. I can cast detect magic at will with a 30-foot range, I believe. So I'm going to have to wander around a little bit, given this is a large coin section.
Yeah.
So I'm going to kind of stride up and down the galleries and like.
While you're doing that,
Yeah.
can I go over to the young woman who helped us before and ask, do you have any? I'm also interested in drawing any. Do you have any like rare musical instruments?
Yes. I mean, yeah. There's a lovely exhibit on rare musical instruments.
Nice. Where would I find that?
It's just down the hall.
Cool. All right. I wander off down the hall looking for it.
You see an orb.
Yeah, as you go,
Yes,
she sort of
music
yells,
box.
"Yes, it's all very conveniently laid out, isn't it?"
It is convenient. Everything's right next to the room next to the one that I want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Prudence, you get a ping. You're like, oh yeah, okay, this way.
All right, I do hand gestures. Let's go.
All right,
This case.
this case.
Is this your coin?
It is actually, you move into a different room.
Oh.
And you move into the room and you're like, bing, you're like, that's a cursed coin, all right.
Oh.
It's basically a room with it's a room with like this one specifically is like exhibits from the sea. And it's like coinage in the mercantile trade and blah blah blah, piracy, blue. So the whole room is kind of, they've given it a watery effect, like the reflection of light on
Very
water.
nice.
So the whole room is kind of swimming in this sort of green light, and there's lots of there's just more exhibits on stuff from the sea and stuff. And then in the middle of the room there is a stone plinth with a protective glass sort of bell over it, and inside there is the glint of coin, an unmistakable bezel, and
Oh my God, it's so chamfered.
and the design of a skull on one side and a windrose on the other.
You're not in the room, so I'm not going to address this.
I'm making this face at the instruments.
This is it. This
Yeah?
is the coin.
This is a coin.
This is what this is the last one I
You
need.
sure
This
it
is
wasn't the monkey's butt? You sure?
I mean, if there's time on the way out.
Okay.
Go by the gift shop and get a pencil eraser shaped like it.
Yes!
Panny is sort of, he enters the room, he's like,
There you are.
Uh-huh. It's the coin. It's the last one we need.
how are we doing this thing?
I don't know. So let me have a look at these defenses. So it's the glass bell jar thing over it. It's
Yep.
on a plinth. Okay, we need to test for lasers. I
I don't think we do.
I pull one of my fine cigars out of my pocket, light it, take a puff, and I blow a cloud of smoke over the thing to check for lasers.
I extend the spectrum of detect magic to look for magical defenses.
Look for lasers.
Yeah, so look for magical lasers.
There doesn't seem to be anything. You're only getting a ping from that coin.
It's clean.
You blow a lot of smoke around the room, and it makes the lighting effect they have in here look even cooler.
Nice.
But no, there don't seem to be any lasers.
Right, no lasers.
Oh, poor druid.
Man, I only planned for lasers. I don't know what. Okay, so there's no lasers, there's no magic. They can't just be keeping it under just glass.
Well, the island itself is very secure, so how secure do you need it to be once people have gotten here?
I mean, all the stories I've heard about this place are mostly horror stories about people who've tried to steal from this place. They don't really go into specifics, but I understand trying to steal from this collection is not an easy feat.
Okay.
So I'm wary. I don't think this is as straightforward as it looks like it is, but I guess
So no to smash and grab.
I feel like smash and grab would probably end badly.
Further research? I'm
there anyone
commonly
else?
cautious for you, Corazón.
I know, but this is very important to me. I don't want to mess this up.
Right, you
Yeah.
care about it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anyone else in the room?
No.
Just no curator. No
Hey,
cameras.
curator, what happens if someone tries to steal something?
I'm interested. So I wander up to the curator in the musical instrument room.
Okay.
And I say, wow, look at this instrument. I've never seen anything like it. I wouldn't even know how to describe this instrument. Would you?
I mean, of course. It is my job to be knowledgeable about all of our
how is
exhibits.
this one played?
Well, you see...
You strap it to your...
No, you see, there's this black stem
Yes?
here, and it's perforated along the length of it, and then at one end.
Right.
And then you see at the other end,
Yes.
the big chalky white bit,
Yes.
that's got a hole in it too. That is from whence the air flows.
Right.
We call this a recorder.
I see. I see. Something
Bam.
like this must be incredibly valuable.
Oh, absolutely.
What kind of defences do you have here to stop ne'er-do-wells from simply snatching it up? It looks as if I could simply reach beyond the glass and take it.
Well, the glass is. Probably shouldn't be telling you about this, to be perfectly honest with you. No, you're right. It's all pressurized. It's all pressure sensitive. So any change in the atmosphere or in the weight of the glass, and somebody will be notified in the building so that security can be dispatched.
Are the
to stop
alarms silent, or are they very loud?
them. No, they are silent. Of course, they're silent. It's a
Of
museum.
course. So that if something
We can't disturb everyone's enjoyment of this place because one bad apple has decided to steal a recorder.
And that sounds very clever as well, because then a thief wouldn't even know that the authorities were descending on them.
That's how we get them. We
That is
just walk
extremely
straight up and
clever.
say, "Stop that!"
Am I allowed to try these musical instruments?
I mean,
If I wipe them down afterwards?
you can't try
And empty the
these
spit
musical
valves.
instruments. We are going to have a hands-on session in 15 minutes
An interactive-
where we've made some
little jam room.
non-precious replicas. You can try the recorder yourself if you'd like. I
Yes,
warn you,
please.
it's quite difficult.
I would be delighted. Thank you so much. You have been exceptionally helpful.
Mm-hmm.
And here's a little something for your trouble. And I pass him any and all gold I have on me.
Sir, are you sure?
A fellow patron of the musical arts. I wish
He
I
gives
could
you
do
a
more.
massive hug. He just like,
Oh,
this is incredible. I really shouldn't do this. Do you want to go on the actual record?
If you won't get in trouble, if you're absolutely sure.
I can.
But you would have to tell me how to disable the glass.
I can
defense.
fetch it. I can fetch it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, great.
Thank you.
He goes around he goes to sort of where the glass meets like a skirting board almost, and he sort of pops out a panel and pulls it out, and he sort of reaches in, and there's a bunch of like mechanical gubbins that he messes around with.
Wait. I cast prestidigitation to create the illusion of a small mirror underneath the thing, just behind him,
Yeah.
but so that I can see what his hands are up to.
Okay, it is a series of like small levers and a couple of dials, and you don't really understand what's going on, but it looks like there is a mechanism whereby like the pressure plates can be faked almost. It's like, you know, like taping a lock to hold it back.
Yes.
It's kind of like doing that. Like, so the glass can be removed, but as far as the sensor is concerned, it's still there.
Okay.
It's quite a complicated process. It takes him a good few minutes.
Okay.
Eventually he straightens up and he goes, and he gets out a recorder. It's like, look, here, go on.
I take the recorder and blow in it as hard as I can.
You make a squealing.
Does anyone
recorder noise, you do hear that sort of distantly. You hear a horrible shriek.
Oh, looks
My-
like Dobbs found the instruments.
My gosh, sir, that truly is absolutely remarkable.
Isn't it?
Incredible. What a feat of design and engineering.
Oh, there's
Amazing.
a hole on the back for your thumb.
Wait.
That's my favourite bit. Yeah, you get it. You got it. You're a natural.
I saw the holes on the front and I thought that must be all the holes.
Oh, no.
And then I looked at the back.
Yes.
And there was another hole there.
They really knew what they were doing. They gave such a gift to music when they invented the recorder.
Well, thank you so much. I just sort of like on my sleeve, just like wipe the top of it.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'll take it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You've been an absolute gent. This has been.
It's fine.
You have made my evening. Thank you so much.
Oh, don't worry. Don't even. He's back on the thing. He's like, don't even worry about it. Ka-chunk. It's like, our little secret, eh?
All right. So now I have to go back to the coin room.
Okay, I'm stood over the thing with a giant hammer. Oh, hey,
Wait,
Dobbs.
Corazon.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so-
I was just about to smash open this.
Yeah, plan hammer. Deployed right now.
Should I put the hammer down?
I spoke to a lovely man, and he told me. Well, he didn't tell me, but I
Hammer's going
learned.
down.
I learned a little bit about how the alarm system works here.
Oh, great. That's
Basic-
good info.
Basically, it is possible to remove the glass without sounding the silent alarm that there totally is.
Silent alarm. That is
Yeah.
cheating.
For cowards.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but basically, all the glass is pressure sensitive. So otherwise, just even touching the glass, lifting it, or anything, that's gonna
Wow, so
However,
the hammer would have been a really bad idea.
it would have. Well, there are no bad ideas. We could still do it.
No, you're right. This disabling the silent alarm sounds like a good idea.
Yeah,
How do
but
we do
like.
It sounds like lock picking. You can pick locks, right?
I can pick locks.
We would
yeah,
have we
yeah.
would have to basically do something. Taping a lock. You're familiar with this concept?
I'm not familiar with tape. What is that?
Binding
Well-
a lock.
You're familiar with binding a lock.
Sure.
So it's a similar. Basically, it's possible if you can keep the. You're familiar with Indiana Jones.
No.
Okay. Basically, as long as you can make sure that the little pressure plates under the glass stay
Oh, like in position.
in position.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when I watched this guy do it, and like that was just for it was for this incredibly valuable like musical instrument.
Okay.
But
Sounds complicated.
it took him like minutes
okay.
to unlock the glass. Just the normal way.
Kidnap one of their staff and hold them at
It's always
knife
murder
point.
and kidnap with you.
Oh!
Yeah,
Wait,
we get
wait.
him to do it.
How about
with
this?
Your friend, the lovely man.
How about, wait. I don't want to kidnap or kill him, but how about this for an idea?
Okay.
What if one of us goes to the opposite ends of the museum and at the exact same time, we'll have to synchronize our watches, and at the exact same time, I'll trigger the silent alarm there by like just lifting something up or touching something, just like
Okay.
I'm a sort of clueless museum guest, like, oh, I want to see that, like that, not
Right.
actually with any intent to steal or anything. At
Okay.
the same time, you, coin, everyone will be descending on my location because I'll go slightly first.
Took minutes to wait. So this is without disabling the alarm. You want
Yeah.
us to trigger? I'm
Yeah.
sure they have like. It's not just one alarm for the entire building.
But
They
everyone
probably-
everyone will descend on the first alarm, I reckon.
I mean, I think they would probably go to both alarms.
So kidnap.
Well, I mean, we could try and do this ourselves. Where's the mechanism?
We could hide in the
located?
walls and wait till night.
Where's the mechanism located, Tom?
It's like under the thing.
Okay, I look around for the mechanism for
Yeah.
the.
Yeah, you
I
find
hide in the walls.
You find an access panel. This looks complicated.
Okay.
So wait till night.
So complicated, I don't think I could manage it
You
myself.
can do it, but we're looking at a 20.
Ooh, come on, kidnap.
I like those
Right.
odds.
Violent kidnap.
Imagine if you rolled it. And you probably will.
Imagine if
I mean, what are the odds?
there's no
You've
way
got like a
of
1 in
knowing.
3 chance of rolling it.
I reckon if I try to do this, I'll probably set off the alarm. So we need to find another way of doing this. I hate to say it, but it seems like Prudence's kidnap plan.
What about into the walls and
What's
wait till
that?
night?
Prudence was right.
What's good about it being night?
Then we spring out at night, steal the thing.
And then the alarm goes off.
No, they probably
night.
turn the alarm off.
Everyone's just grouchier.
Everyone will be asleep. Then the alarm's silent, no one will hear it.
Okay. All of you are sort of. I'm going to leave you there for the moment, standing with the growing realization that you're going to have to kidnap somebody in all probability, or wait till night. I'll let you just stew on that for a bit. You are in a very nicely well-appointed office.
Yeah.
You have been given a glass of brandy.
Yes. Amazing.
He sort of like asked you to set fire to some beforehand as a fun trick.
What am I, a performing animal?
He asked quite nicely.
Okay, that's fine then. And I'm explaining to him about how great my order is.
Yes.
And about how, although I can't actually prove it to him, I've definitely seen La Vache Mauve when I was staring at the sun for a really long time.
Fascinating, fascinating. No,
Yeah.
I know better than to contradict a paladin. When
Wow,
they believe
quite,
in
yeah.
a thing, they really
We're big
believe
into
in the
truth.
thing.
So I'm telling you the truth.
No, delightful. This would make a fantastic addition to my collection.
Fabulous. But I mean, obviously, I hate to ask, but is there anything you could contribute to the order? We're just trying to get off the ground here.
Oh, I see. Well,
Anything,
what would be useful for you?
Maybe some sort of
Excuse me.
coin. But it really, I mean,
I can make a monetary donation, of course.
No, but I'm thinking something more symbolic. Maybe we're really into kind of binding evil and things like that. So if you had any kind of cursed, just something small like a coin, that we could maybe show as a demonstration that we are containing evil.
Sure.
How about that?
I do have a cursed coin, but
Really?
yeah, I do.
I should have guessed. Really.
Don't get too excited. I'm afraid it is the jewel of my exhibit on
Really?
esoteric currencies.
So I've heard you've got some amazing musical instruments as well. I would have thought those would be.
Oh, I mean, everyone's heard of the recorder.
People come
No.
from far away.
Oh, you really must check it out. There's
Later.
But anyone who
there's-
blows
it's-
it is
it's
cursed
too late.
forever.
It's too late for you to catch the hands-on session
Oh,
now, but
I
it's all right. There's one every 45 minutes.
Okay, but tell me more
so-
about this cursed coin. I mean, I'm fascinated.
Oh well, it's a cursed coin. It's relatively standard fare, to be honest. Well, it's okay. It is pretty special.
Yeah.
If you steal from this hoard of coins, you are cursed.
Right.
And you basically live forever until either you slay the one who was responsible for the curse falling on your head,
Right.
or you retrieve all of the stolen coins. I assume this one was stolen at some point, but it's the intent of the people who steal them that
Right.
brings them the curse. So while I did acquire this coin, it was not actually. It was just handling stolen goods, you might
Sure.
say, rather than actually stealing. So
But
I am not cursed.
Yeah, but not to be judgy as a paladin.
Sure.
Kind of you're holding on.
Yeah,
But aren't you perpetuating a curse if you're preventing it from being returned to the location? Aren't you like? Isn't this torture for some poor, let's say, undead pirates
Such
somewhere?
a great point. Such a great point.
Undead pirates.
Because you seem like a,
because of the nautical theme.
yeah.
Look, there is an unfortunate reality with any museum that has any pedigree or any long tradition, and that is one of colonialism. And I
Yeah.
fully accept that. Yes, it is. There are some elements to these exhibits that are problematic, and I would like to atone for that.
Atonement. I'm big into that as well.
Yes, well, yes.
Yeah.
And that
I could
is-
help you.
No, that is why I have made this museum, and after I pass, it will be open to the public. However, if you would permit me to make a donation, I do have something in mind that I think you'd rather like.
I mean, is it better than this coin?
Yes, it's from our esoteric smiting weapons collection. I'm
Well.
afraid there simply wasn't enough room to display them all, so it's kind of, I don't need to think it's a cast off, but it's pretty special.
Well,
I'll
I'll have it. Yes, that will do.
okay, great.
Forget the cursed coin. I'll have the smiting weapon sounds great.
Okay, cool.
Thank you so much. You're a real gent.
No, you know what? It's a great.
But I do feel like you should maybe interrogate your, the part of yourself that is perpetuating this curse
Believe
as
me,
well.
4 years and 364 days out of every 5-year period, I am doing so much soul search.
Okay, well, yeah.
But hold on, you
Something to think about.
You stay there for the moment. I'll be right back.
Will do. I'll enjoy this brandy.
All right, yeah, sure. I mean, help yourself to a bit more if you'd like.
That was a near miss. Nearly ended up with a cursed coin.
Bloody smite this guy.
Okay, so we're going to go back to the room with the stuff and the things.
All right, guys. Good news. I have
Yeah.
it. All right.
Okay.
Imagine heist
Lay it
music
on me,
while
dog.
I lay on this plan. Like.
Okay.
Doom, 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 doom.
Okay, I'm imagining
right.
a voiceover montage.
Exactly.
while you
Solo.
talk.
Lay
All
it on
right.
me, dog.
Here's the plan. Step 1. We we jam something in the mechanism. Wait.
I thought this man was going to be more sophisticated.
Wait. No. You haven't heard the rest of the
My
steps.
Ocean's 11 montage.
Step one. You just just knock it, just like damage it, just or something like that. Just not enough to sort of set off the alarm. We think just tweak it a bit. All right.
Step 1, do something.
Right.
Step 2, do something else.
Step 2. Lift the thing, take the coin, triggering the alarm. Step 3, replace the thing exactly as it was. Step 4, I cast prestidigitation, creating the perfect image of the coin in there, and we wait around for people to come, act surprised when they do because the alarm is silent, and then we go, oh, we didn't touch anything, maybe the thing's faulty. They look at the mechanism, see that something's a little whack, and go, oh, I'm sorry about that, and probably they give us like coupons or something, and then we cheese it.
Yeah,
It's an idea, folks.
Yep. Would me having a magic hand help in any way?
Maybe when they rush in and go, oh, what's happening in here? The alarm, you could go, what? Something? Oh, my magic hand must have brushed against something.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, why did you have your magic hand out?
I'm not. Corazón could say, I'm still learning magic. Sometimes it comes out.
Just say you were.
Guys, it's so easy.
Just say
Violent, kidnap.
Wait. Let me plan kidnap. What is plan kidnap?
We go find your lovely man who
Yeah.
helped you out earlier.
Kidnap him.
Yeah, and we
Then-
repair his good by making him do the mechanism
You
for us.
You force him to do the mechanism,
Knife
and then you murder
in
him
the
to ensure his
spine.
silence.
Yeah.
How about we
right.
charm someone?
Yes, we could try
There's
that.
some charming people on our team.
Oh,
I'm not sort of saying that's
Well,
nice.
look, we already know that guy, for a bribe and for some goodwill, did let me. Oh, by the way, he let me have a go on a recorder, which was
What?
which
Shut
is
up.
which is a musical instrument. It was really cool.
Not the recorder.
Possibly the recorder, yeah.
I thought that thing was
Only
legend.
one was ever made.
Yeah.
Probably.
What did it sound like?
I had a honk on it. It was great.
Was it sweet as honey?
Yeah, it was sort of loud,
Candy sweet sounds.
candy sweet, like a candied goose honk, like a syrupy sweet honk.
God, I envy you hearing the sound of the recorder.
The note rings in my ears still and guides me towards peace and eternal truth. What I'm saying is,
Yes.
if we go get that guy,
Okay.
maybe if I say, oh, there's another exhibit I would really like to touch.
I think to avoid trouble, maybe Prudence could actually cast charm on him, and then.
Okay.
It's also an option.
We so rarely go somewhere where the place is actually nice.
Maybe let's not smash everything.
Must we kidnap and knife point and befoul?
We don't have to kidnap at knife point. We just have to chivvy him along with a bit of emotional manipulative magic.
Coerce at fist point.
Coerce at magic point.
All right, Corazón. Well, it's your coin quest.
I think that
Whatever you
sounds
want.
like the best idea for us to. We got to think through the second part of this because we never do that. The second part of this.
Oh, you mean like once we've got the coin?
We've got the coin.
Yeah. The alarm hasn't gone off.
The alarm hasn't gone off.
We've got the charmed guard.
We've got the charm guard. Then what happens?
How about you give it to me and I turn into a cat and disappear?
I mean, the problem isn't getting the coin out. I could put it in a pocket.
I swallow it.
The problem
Yeah, no,
is.
but they could get you and then search you.
Yeah, I mean,
They
but
would probably search the cat, or I mean, where would
Yeah.
a cat hide?
Yeah, cats have pockets.
hiding the coin isn't the problem.
Yeah.
The problem is then.
Cheesing it.
I mean, is it going to be a problem that there isn't a coin in there? Do we? And what are we going to do with the charm
Maybe then I
guard?
cast prestidigitation.
Yeah, and
Why
then
don't-
what do we do with the charm guard?
Put him in a
Not
cupboard.
kill him. Put him in a cupboard. Love it. All right, plan.
How do you people get anything done?
Shut up, panniers. All right, we're going back to the musical exhibition thing and charm the guy.
You do it. I feel bad if I see him again. I'll have an attack of conscience if I look at him.
All right.
So
Well,
do it.
your job can be to find a nice corpse cupboard. I mean, man cupboard. I mean, a live man cupboard.
Safe alive man
Yeah.
cupboard.
Right, I look around for a sort of maintenance cupboard that I think
Yeah.
looks. And is there one?
Yes.
All right, I open it up and I try and make it comfortable.
Yeah, go on then. Make me a dex sleight of hand check.
20.
You're like,
That's my 20. That could have been the prestidigitation 20. I hope you all know.
yeah, you're like, you step back in a mile away, like, damn, I want to get kidnapped. How come he gets to stay in this safe alive
I
man
get kidnapped.
It's beautiful in there. It's lovely.
Yeah. All right. Sure hope he's alive.
There's even a travel kettle, so he can make himself some
Corby
tea.
trouser press.
Oh, it's got all the mod cons.
Great.
The like pillowy soft cushions and blankets.
Whoa,
Yeah.
HBO.
Yeah. It's got Dave reading materials.
Sidebar, I like the idea that your 20 was queued up and whatever you did, you would have had a 20.
Well, I don't like the
It's
idea.
my 20.
I don't like the idea of Prudence because now it's gone on the. On a
There'll
go.
never be another 20. All right. So Prudence,
Yeah,
charm that guy.
let's go. All right.
You see a man sort of standing there, like with his eyes closed, just smiling, like enraptured, because the hands-on recorder session in the corner has started, and there are half a dozen people all trying to play a simple melody together, and it sounds great.
You think this is the guy? This is the curator.
Probably a good thing that we're not violently kidnapping him with all these people in here.
That's yes. I see that you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's do
We
it.
sidle up to the curator, and
Oh,
hi.
hey, you here to see the recorder as well?
Hi.
I mean, we heard the sound from down the hall.
The
How could we
tooting
not come?
drew us to this section.
Yes,
Yeah.
it happens a lot. I'm very proud we get a lot of through traffic here.
Some really top
Yeah,
kids.
it's beautiful. Quick,
Yeah.
Prudence, blast him with the charm.
No, I'm going to let you spin this out a little bit.
Oh, what do I love about
He
music?
brought us in here, in fact.
The notes?
He said we simply must stop by, listen
Yes,
to that music.
listen to the great-
What were you saying,
The great
honey,
sound of
about the
hun-
music?
It was the candy sweet, the tones of the recorder.
I couldn't agree more.
We're real music lovers.
Second, perhaps only to the clarinet.
Yeah, and the mouth harp again. Another beautiful instrument.
Oh my god, doing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can't get enough of it.
just wonderful, just
All right.
wonderful.
I cast Charm Person on the curator.
Thank God.
What's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC. So glad you asked. Oh, and it's written so legibly. It is 16.
Okay. Yeesh. That's an 18.
No! Okay, so
Would you like? We've got a lovely vuvuzela if you'd like to try one of those. I always find it to be the most romantic of instruments.
I pull a dagger out of my pocket, press it against his ribs, and whisper into his ear, "Don't say or do anything, and come with me."
Oh my.
why couldn't you have just been charmed?
Why couldn't you have just been cool?
We're so charming.
Come with me.
And now this is happening.
Now this is happening. Come with me.
I didn't want it to end. I did want it to end like this.
Come on. Come on, you're being violently kidnapped.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll that. It's like, he turns around and goes, oh my. He turns clanking with a lot of coin in his pockets as he turns around. Where are we going?
We're off to the coin exhibition. Come on. Keep it down.
Okay. He leads you out. Dub, you're sort of...
I'm looking away. I'm facing the other.
Oh, sir, it's you.
Hello,
with
sir.
us?
Help me.
Who's with us?
I'm being kidnapped.
We got him, Dob, just like you said.
I'm being
Doug, we
kidnapped.
did it.
Are you in distress?
Yes.
I can't sleep on
No!
Corazón.
5d8s, roll them.
Oh my god! Corazón!
How many d8s?
5, and if he exceeds your hit points, you fall asleep for a minute.
How many hit points do you have,
Stop.
Corazón? I can just roll this one
36.
8 times. Is that a
39.
D8?
39.
Yeah.
Oh, you. This is going to be hard. You need almost all crits.
All right. Feeling good.
Do you want another D8?
I'll just roll this one
Alright.
5 times.
Yeah, sure.
Was it 5?
Yeah, it's 5.
2
2,
plus 4
6.
6,
plus 1.
7.
Sorry. Plus 3 plus 1.
11. It does not work. You kind of go.
Gob!
You can, yeah.
The hell?
I tried to make him magically fall asleep, but my magic, it didn't work. What do I try now?
Gob, stop trying things!
Bye.
Help me.
I'll go get help, and I leave the room.
Oh my god!
To get help or to...
No, I just
Okay,
leave the
fine.
room.
He goes and hide in the cupboard.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to march him over to the coin case and say, I want you to disable the alarm on this case.
This one.
Yeah, this one.
I can try.
Yeah, you can try.
It's a lot more complicated than the ones I'm used to dealing with. For some reason, they consider this to be more valuable than the recorder. I told them not.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
Makes no sense. Makes
right,
no sense.
right. Ugh, it's preposterous. It's preposterous. But I can attempt it.
I would like you to attempt it. Can we help in any way?
He'll just play for time while Tom gets help.
You could stop menacing me with a blade, maybe.
Let's keep that in the back pocket. See how you do.
Okay. All right.
If it's making you nervous, I'm gonna
Yeah.
just remove it from the ribs.
Okay.
But, you know, it's there as a present.
All right. He kind of goes down and goes, sticks his hands in and starts manipulating the stuff. Excuse me. And he's you see him sort of thinking, and you hear a series of clicks and clicks and clicks, and then you hear a ka-chunk.
Was that a good ka-chunk or a bad ka-chunk?
He just looks up and goes, and then you hear like a, and the door to the room, boom, a drawbridge comes down. So Dov, you're outside, and
That was probably good job. I walk away whistling.
inside the room, you hear a voice say, "Warning, security system activated. Please input correct disarm code now.
Ah.
This room will flood with acid
What?
in 3 minutes."
How will the Oxventurers escape this time? Will they get the coin? How come Egbert gets to sit around drinking brandy? Find the answers to these questions and more in the thrilling conclusion coming next week on Outside Xbox. Subscribe now so you never miss an episode.